I have a special opportunity to sit here today with Bradley Murdahl. He has been a franchisee for Advanced Laser Restoration, I think for just over a year now, right, Brad?
Yep, that's correct.
Okay. And I want to really pick Brad's brain today. He's been here for our new LED Coating Solutions certification class. So I want to talk to him a little bit about that, but also about his journey as a franchisee from basically day one to now. And Brad, I want you to be very candid and talk about the struggles you had, the things that you would have changed in the early days, and the changes you've made that have drastically improved your business. And Brad essentially is famous. He has posted laser cleaning videos that have hit north of 19 million views. Some of you may have seen like the stair spindle null post laser cleaning video. That was impressive. And Brad has really been a key contributor to the Advanced Laser Restoration system. Like, we couldn't be here without the progress that he's made, and that our viewers have been able to see and participate in just being able to watch him at his craft. So, Brad, why don't you kind of, tell us a little bit about initially why you became a franchisee?
Initially, I became franchisee because I wanted to own my own business, and I found this laser cleaning video online, and it seemed like a right fit. So I researched it and found you guys and made the call, and here I am today.
And I want to tell you guys a funny story about Brad. The day that Brad came in the week that he came in for his training, we got a call from a company in Charlotte that manufactures fuel tanks, and the fuel tanks got water in them, and they desperately needed help. They had to get these things, they were full of rust. They needed to get them laser cleaned and get them shipped out to their client. I think there were 4 cells, weren't there? Like 4 cubes?
Yep.
And they were big, like 9 foot by 9 foot, basically boxes, metal boxes. And they still had some water in them when we got there. And it was messy. I mean, It was Brad's first job.
Yep, climbing this tank and just laser clean.
Confined space nonetheless. Yeah. And Adrian and I were talking about it, and we said, hey, Brad, you want to do this job? Brad's like, yeah, absolutely. So we go out there with him, and I'm like, man, way to cut his teeth on one of the probably hardest jobs that you can do in a confined space.
Yeah, dark in there. And
dark, like limited airflow. We had to get creative with that on the job. And I'll tell you something that Brad said during that job that literally, if I could clone him, I would. It's nasty inside of these tanks, and Brad pops his head out and he says, I can do this all day.
Yep.
And
I have.
And he has every single day. And what it has taught me is that attitude is everything. Yeah. And Brad has maintained this positive attitude through the growth of his franchise location now for a year. And that positivity, it's actually spilled over onto his viewers just through the way that he conducts himself in business, to the people that he meets. I've had the chance to actually talk to some of Brad's customers that have actually called corporate office and just told us how amazing Brad was. Brad had dinner with their family when he came out to do their job, that he was just such a nice person, that he was honest, that he was hardworking, that he did what he said he was going to do. All of those are just very valuable qualities that it just makes me feel really good that you're in the system, and we want to continue to support you wherever we can. So kind of tell us a little bit about your journey from day one kind of up to modern day here today.
So day one, leaving Wilmington, back up to Minnesota, I just started trying to make little videos, get online, and I advertised with the radio, EDDM and all that, and I did small jobs for people I know around Duluth, and slowly that built into getting busier and busier. I took a lot of traveling jobs around, going to the East Coast many times, and taking any job I could. And that's what you need to do to grow and get experience.
You gotta take the jobs you can get.
Yep, and learning the speed of how fast you can clean from different materials, the metal, the wood, how to price jobs. It just takes time and experience.
So what do you say is your number one type of project you like to do?
I do a lot of wood restoration. It's really satisfying to see the stain come off. The laser works awesome on wood and everything. I like doing brick, jobs. That comes off pretty nice, but mainly wood stuff.
Mainly wood.
Yeah.
So leading up to today, kind of give us your thoughts about this new partnership that we have with LED Coating Solutions and how you think that's going to help even grow your business more.
I think it's going to be huge. It's very attractive to my customers, being, hey, one-stop shop from stripping to completion. I can come in and do everything for them. It's an awesome product that is quick, easy, quick to apply, and it's going to be a game changer, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. I can't wait to see some of the videos that you make with it. Brad actually has a lot of videos that I haven't even seen, so I'm now forcing him.
Secret videos.
Yeah, secret videos. Yeah, he's holding out on me.
I'm going to post them first, then I can give them to you.
Yeah, and then we'll gladly take the scraps.
Yep. I'll get the views, and you can follow me.
Yeah, I'm gonna and like them.
Yep.
We're gonna add to your likes.
I have more views than Greg.
He does have
followers than Greg now.
Yeah, do you really?
Yep.
What are your followers up to now?
35.7 thousand.
Okay, so yeah, all right, very nice. That's amazing. And honestly, I will take the loss every single day to see you be successful.
Yep.
I mean, from day one, when you rolled out of here, I knew that you were going to do great things. I would have never thought like 19 million views on a video would be something that would happen within a single year.
Yeah.
But it does go, I think, and you can like correct me if you think I'm wrong, but I think it does go to show like what the market is looking for, where the laser eliminates like hand sanding and a lot of the manual labor and things like that, and that people understand that struggle.
Yep. They see that, and the laser removes most of the stain, and after that there's super quick light sand, and then it's done. You're done. If you were to sand just straight varnish or anything, it's gonna gum up the sandpaper and take 5 times as long as a laser.
What's been the reaction of customers, like when you go on the job and just even do a demo initially or do the whole project with the laser, like kind of what is the customer reaction like?
I show them the process, and initially they're blown away, and they're like, everyone says, I wish I could have known you earlier to come do all my projects and all this stuff. So everyone's loves it, and they're just blown away by it.
That's awesome. Yeah, does it ever get old to see the look on their face?
Nope, they're always happy. They think I'm just the best person ever to come and do their projects, but yeah.
I mean, you're not going to find somebody, or you're going to be really hard pressed to find somebody like Brad. I mean, I joke about it all the time, but the reality is, you could clone a person, you'd be the person I would clone.
Thank you.
I mean, you know, and Brad is a young guy. I mean, I think you're 31 years old.
Yep.
To have somebody that age with the amount of ambition that he has, and for him to have the insight to see laser cleaning technology as an opportunity in a market to be able to grow, and in a very short period of time, I mean, I think I can confidently say that Brad is the #1 laser cleaning technician in the world. There is nobody with more followers, more views than you.
That's a big title.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's one that's well earned though.
Yeah.
So, and I think now that after the certification that you got between today and tomorrow, finishing up this, that's going to add a level, you know, to what you're capable of doing.
Yeah.
And ladies, Brad is no longer single, so
sorry.
you missed out. But I'm sure that your girlfriend is a very lucky woman.
Oh yeah. She travels with me on most jobs, awesome. Around the country.
So what advice, Brad, would you give to other franchisees coming into the system, you know, who are going to just be starting out, to help kind of fast track them to success?
I would say take every job you can, even if you have to travel. Do whatever you have to do to make it. Ask me questions, because I didn't have really anyone to ask, so I had to figure out by myself, so I know how hard it is. But ask questions and put time in just experimenting with the laser and figure out what works the best.
Yeah, that's good advice. What do you do when you get, like, I'm sure like not every day it's not roses and butterflies. No. I'm sure you have days you get frustrated. So like, what would be some advice you could give to either current franchisees in the system, those coming in, for ways to create success? What are some of the things that you found that work?
I would say video everything. Not a lot of people know what laser cleaning is yet. So if they see these videos online, they're going to be, hey, I have a use for that here or there. this is awesome technology I can use at work or whatever. So I video everything, and I've seen a huge uptick on business after TikTok videos go viral or Facebook videos go viral. We get emails and calls every day to come do jobs or do whatever people want, but I would say video everything, and it's free advertising. Starting out, you don't have a whole lot of money, so it's just do the free stuff. And it's probably the most efficient, effective.
What would you say to those? Because we get a lot of comments where people say that it's fake, that it's fabricated.
Yeah, I get a lot of comments saying, I thought it was AI, or that's AI. It's like, there's no way it's AI. It's me doing it, you know?
Yeah, I think that the fact that it's just so new, like you said, not a lot of people know about it. So when they see it, they're in disbelief. We get people that come here all the time, and you get calls from people, maybe people inquiring about becoming a franchisee or about the equipment, and they want to know, is it real? Does it really do that? Because there is equipment out there that isn't capable of doing what we're able to do. And then the level of experience that you have,
It takes time to know best way to set up the laser and figuring out the settings. That's the biggest part,
So Brad, what makes you so passionate and driven about what you're doing with laser cleaning?
I think it's just building something of my own and yours, helping you build a brand and build something that's brand new from the ground up. Being one of the first to do this is probably the best part. And owning, being my own boss and being able to do whatever I want to do, whenever I want to do.
Yeah, that's actually really, being your own boss is, you can't put a price really on your time. You'll never get the amount of money that you would love to get for the amount of time you spend doing things. And when you work for somebody else and you're building their dream, it's harder because you're just getting a paycheck, and at the end of the day, you don't own anything. You're not really building anything. To have seen you grow this whole entire time and really take ownership of your territory, ownership of the brand, and really represent it as well as you have, we're really, really appreciative of that.
Growing something from nothing, building my own territory, and even this whole brand, now it's into Canada and the UK. And
Brad, what are your future plans to grow your territory, to expand even further?
My future plans to get bigger, better lasers, to do jobs quicker, faster, and maybe hire on a couple guys to go out and do jobs that I'm doing, and travel more into Minnesota, down to the cities, the Twin Cities and everything. Just really broaden out throughout Minnesota.
Nice. Well, we look forward to seeing that growth here in 2025 and beyond.
Yep. I think 2025 is going to be a pretty great year.
I think it's going to be
starting to get very busy, so I'm very, very excited. And with the new LED coating solutions, that's going to be huge, I think.
Game changing,
for
sure.
Big time.
Very awesome.